Katie, the Pirates finally got to play at home last week, and it showed. They played really well in wins over Whitman and Willamette. Take us back to those matches from your perspective as a coach.
Yeah, it definitely was fun to be at home, be in front of our fans, friends and family, and I do feel like we were sort of renewed and excited and played with a lot of energy. We worked on that kind of all practice, just kind of trying to find that joy, that passion. I think those 3 weeks on the road and that loss to UPS had us focusing on the wrong things, and we kind of lost that feeling of gratefulness and just what it means to compete. And so that's what we focused in on, and really proud of them and proud of the results. I thought we just played really, really solid, consistent. I thought we executed well offensively. We blocked well. We also served tough and were able to keep both opponents, Whitman and Willamette, out of system and kept them to a really low hitting percentage.
One of the words that you mentioned after the match on Saturday night to me was trust. Talk about how that plays out on the volleyball court.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there just has to be a good chemistry. I think there has to be trust in order to feel confident, in order to know that your teammates believe in you. And not that we haven't had that before, but I just think we lost sight of how to kind of remind each other of that trust. And so we just had a lot of conversations. We worked through that in practice. Just being able to play together and playing for each other rather than playing for themselves.
This week we head down to Oregon, and we're going to play Lewis and Clark and George Fox. Talk about the challenges those two teams provide.
Yeah, both are very talented. They've beaten some good teams, both in non-conference and interconference. Everyone's sort of beating everyone, so you just never really know what to expect. I very much anticipate they're going to bring their best against us. Lewis and Clark has a new coach, so I'm sure they're doing a lot of things differently. Some similar players, and I think they're always very sound offensively, so we're going to have to prepare for that. And then George Fox, up until last weekend, they were 3-0. They've won a lot of games. They're returning some of their star players as well, and they're going to be really, really tough.
Talk about also the challenge of playing Friday night and Saturday early afternoon.
Yeah, this is very different. So a quick turnaround, play at 7 o'clock Friday night, and then due to a scheduling conflict, play George Fox at noon. So I think it'll very much take on kind of a tournament feel, so I feel confident that we're going to be able to be ready to go. We had to do that in Kentucky, play early in the morning against Texas Lutheran. So I think we'll be ready, but it will be tough.